Courtois can get there, guys. Look at where the ball is. Declan Jollof. All right. So let's roll here with your boy now, man. So what are we looking at here right now? So, that's the ball here. So look, if you're looking at where your main guy is standing, so this is obviously that's your boy there, Courtois. When you look at where Courtois is standing, that's the best place you can go. Again, the wall is here. Vision is blood over here. So here's the thing. So shout out to, I think it was Saka who said, yo, if you feel it's trapped, because Rice said afterwards that he wasn't sure whether, okay, should I take it or not take it? And Saka said to him that, if you feel it, take it. Now, we may have to call him Breaking Martin Brocard or Brocagard, because Brocagard said that, chip it in. So if you're chipping it in, as Rice said, the amount, because you're so close to the goal, see, here's the thing. The second free kick, that makes probably more sense to chip it in because from far out, but obviously he had the confidence. But for this first free kick, you're chipping it where? And the key thing here is because it's almost bigger than just his decision to take the free kick. It's about risk. What have we said about Arsenal and Arteta? Take risks. The set piece coach, his instruction was, chip it in, bend it in. And Rice was like, look, I know I've never scored a free kick, but screw it. Sometimes in life, you just need to take a risk. Like, what do they say in life? A life lived without risk is not a life lived. If you don't take risks or you don't make mistakes in life, you've not lived in life. So Rice said, okay, if I miss, I miss. If it goes to Jupiter, it goes to Jupiter. But at least let me attempt it. And I think the key thing here, Rice now knows that, look, there's only one place this is going. It can't go there because it's a less journey for him to go to. So the only place this can go is up here. Basically, there are two things here, because obviously, I think Courtois, because Rice is not a normal free kick taker, he doesn't really know what tactic he's going to use, because there are two ways. There's the Pirlo free kick, which is just over the wall. So it maybe goes here, so it's looping it, or it's going to be a blaster. And when you just see how Rice takes this, you just see how crazy this is. So the thing here is, look at his body shape. So when you look at his body shape, you now know what the kind of free kick it is. So there are two free kicks. There's placements, Pirlo-esque, and there's pretty much smacking it, which is like old school Cristiano, a little bit of Genuino Pernambucano. So when you look at this, let's be real, most people thought this guy is shooting it, this thing is going wild. And the notion is, you just feel as if, which is why if you look at the wall is like, okay, this guy's going to try and blast it. And I think all of us thought, okay, he's going to try and blast it, and it's either going to go into the wall, or he might make it go over, but because he's using so much power, it's going to go over and over the bar. Credit to Rice, and maybe he's been practicing this. Nobody knew he was evoking his inner Roberto Carlos, which is I say, you know what, no. Yes, I'm going to blast it, but I'm going to mix power with Tesh. And the key thing to why this is almost the most unstoppable free kick, and why the GOAT, Genuino Pernambucano, will tell you, is an unstoppable free kick is when you marry power with Tesh. It's because with power, it's too fast to save. But with Tesh and precision, you're getting it on target. So when you now marry Tesh with power, it is literally unsavable. So he's going with power, but power with Tesh. And now this next image is now key. So you can see the difference there. You can see that he's hitting it with the side of his foot. And but if you look at his body image, Rice knows exactly what he's doing. So again, this is power with Tesh. Okay, this is ferociousness with a little bit of intelligence and brains. He knows, okay, but I've got to hit it with power. But I've got to get the right amount of power. But the key thing is, if he goes for straight power, there's a risk where it's going to hit the wall. But if you bend this out, you now totally negate the wall. But easier said than done. So you're going around the wall, but you need to hit it so sweetly that it goes around the wall. But it has just enough swervage to say what's up. So it's going to Neptune, but say, Neptune, chill out. Let me come back to Earth and say what's up to your boy COURTOIS. So you're sort of just like hinting at, hey, Neptune, what up, baby? Nah, I'll see you soon. Kane is there. I'm going to go back home to say what's up to your boy COURTOIS at Holloway Road. So from here, this is the first step where he has negated the wall. And it's about, okay, the wall is now out of there. It's now swerving. So once this is out there, it's like, okay, boom, this is the first state. Now, this is the key thing here. This is unsavable. It's unsavable because that's where the ball is. Look at where COURTOIS is. So, again, look at the Roberto Carlos free kick against Italy in Le Tournoi, Brazil against Italy. The ball has gone so wide that there's not enough time for COURTOIS to try and go in and save it. And because the ball has gone so wide, it's been hit with such power. There's not enough time for COURTOIS to make up ground, who's a long guy. So the ball has negated the wall, and it's made that bend and gone all the way in there. So that first free kick was about power, the swerve, negating the wall, going out and going in. Because when the ball just goes out and goes in like that, it's unsavable. It's unsavable. The only way that the keeper has a chance is if it's coming near him. But if the ball is going so wide out and at the last moment it comes right in, you literally can't save it because you have to realize that this is happening. If it's in slow motion, like, oh, that's easy to save. But in fast motion, a ball being hit with such power, going out and going in, you literally cannot save it. But guys, this is now where it gets crazy for the second free kick. So, as you can see here, this is a lot harder because this is from farther out and much more at an angle. Now, you can see, hold on, let me use the yellow one here. So you can see that is COURTOIS. So COURTOIS is like, hey, look. You see, COURTOIS would have been standing here, but now he's like, let me stand much more in the middle, because if he stands in the middle, he's got a better chance to cover here and cover here. This just shows you how impressive it is. Look at where COURTOIS is standing. Based on where he's standing, after what he saw from that first free kick, he's like, okay, look, rather than totally commit to one side and give him another side, let me stand somewhere in the middle so that I have the best chance to either go right or go left. So this is much harder now because COURTOIS now knows that, okay, like, fine. He now knows how to strike free kicks. Let me now be fully aware, which he probably wasn't in for the first one. So, and also, shout out to the wall here by those boys, because that wall is like, it's blocking COURTOIS' vision. So, as you'll see, they'll now break away at the last moment. So, for Rice, this is trickier because he now knows, okay, look, I ain't going there because that's obviously where they are blocking. So, you can either go here or go here. Now, he knows that this is where you need to go, but what makes this tricky is because COURTOIS now knows you're aware and where COURTOIS is standing. So, when you just look at how far out this ball goes, this just shows you you thought the first free kick was good. This free kick is diabolical. It's diabolical. So let's just look at it. So as you can see, they break away. So the wall from Arsenal, they break away at the last second to basically block COURTOIS' line of vision at the last second. So again, same body motion. And for Rice, he's doing the very same thing. But again, look, so if you remember the first free kick, COURTOIS was probably like about here, giving away this thing. In his free kick, look at where he's right now. This just shows you how impressive this free kick is. This is the best keeper in the world, who is tall, with a great reach. From where he's standing, he can easily cover here. He an easy cover here. So if the trajectory of the shot by Rice was, let's say, a bit straight, there is no way in hell Courtois doesn't save it. The only way that Rice can score this is if, again, power and Tesh. But power and Tesh from this distance against a keeper like this has to be to complete tier 1 perfection, which just shows you how stupid this free kick is. Because again, it's the same thing. You've got to swerve it, and it's literally, let me give you a red. It literally, this is the sweet spot. It's got to hit there, right there at that sweet spot. Anything further away from this position, Courtois saves it. So let's now look at this easy one. Look at that. Guys, look at how wide that, so that's where the ball is. Look at how wide that ball is. Again, look at, this just shows you how hard it is to beat Courtois. If you can remember the Atleti Real Madrid first leg, Julian Alvarez's goal, it shows what you need to do to beat a keeper like Courtois and pretty much beat any keeper. Look at how wide that ball is. So because the ball is so wide, for Courtois, he knows that, bro, I have to make up so much ground to reach here. So again, if Rice had, let's say, hit it a bit much more straight, it's cool. But by moving it so wide out and now swerving at the last moment, this is unsavable. Because people have said, oh, Neuer would have saved it. No. Guys, see, you're disrespecting Rice and disrespecting Courtois. I don't think there's a keeper that saves, because again, which is the beauty of the free kicks and also watching it in real time. These are pretty much perfect free kicks. Rice couldn't do this again. He couldn't, which is why he hit 2 perfect free kicks for the first time ever. And there is no keeper that can save it, because these free kicks are perfect. Because again, you have to just think of this like physics. Based on how fast the ball is moving, where the keeper needs to stand, and how far out the ball goes with pace, and how much it swerves at the last minute with pace, it can't be saved. This is the one. This is the one. Again, what did I say again? If Rice hits this straight, Courtois can get there. Guys, look at where the ball is. Look where the ball is. The ball is so high. It's so much into the corner that it is very difficult for Courtois to reach there. So people say, oh, Courtois could have rushed more, move out to the side. Guys, you have to understand how football works and how things work when you're a keeper and where you need to stand as a keeper to give yourself the best chance. People who don't play football do not know. Remember, guys, you're not professionals. These are pros. So look how high the ball is. Look at how wide the ball is, and look at how much it's going into the corner. It's perfection. It's perfection. And Rice, as he said it in his interview, he just knew that as soon as he hits it, you just know when you've hit the ball sweetly. And when you just look at this position here, that's Courtois. He has no freaking chance. Courtois has no freaking chance. And it is right there in that. See, that's the sweet spot. Hitting it right there in that sweet spot. And look at that. Now, again, guys, you have to remember it's a free kick line of vision. Now, judging by where Courtois is, I don't think Courtois thought that this guy was going to go, as they say in England, top bins. Because people want to say, okay, Courtois, why didn't you go far higher? Again, guys, this is all happening in fast motion. I do feel like if Courtois dived, he knew where he was going to go. But he thought that, okay, from that angle, he's probably going to hit there. He didn't know that the ball is going to go wide from this position and then angling at the right moment and literally kiss the literal top corner. So rather than criticize Courtois, you have to just give this dude here props. Because for Rice, that is a perfectly hit free kick where you're hitting the ball wide. It's high, it's wide, it's fully away, out of reach for the keeper. And at the last moment, it swerves in to say what's up and get that G. Bro, that is why these days, his name isn't Declan Rice. From official right now, his name is now Declan Jollof.